Hey beauties, it's my first video. This is my everyday makeup look, so if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, just keep watching. So I'm going to start with a clean moisturized face, and I'm going to go ahead and start brushing my brows up. That way I could get every hair in its shape. Then I'm going to go ahead and start with this CoverGirl brow pencil. I had to sharpen it, of course, because I like it super sharp so it can actually give the hair-like strokes into my eyebrows. And I'm going to start shaping the bottom of my brow so I know the length, and then go ahead and fill in the top. And I like to make them a little bit long. Then I'm going to go ahead and do like hair-like strokes going up. And then what I mean by hair-like strokes is pretty much like really soft-handed lines. So that way it tries to give it more of a natural look, which is what I always try to go for. Then I'm going to go ahead and just do the other brow, and I'm going to speed up through this process. Now I'm going to grab my favorite concealer, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I'm going to go ahead and just clean up my brows. I'm going to start at the bottom, make the sharp line. And then you'll see me start to move the product down. Okay, so let's spread this baby downwards. We're going to end up using concealer anyways to pretty much as a base of an eyeshadow. So I figured I cut it now with the base. Well, you know what I mean, concealer. This is crazy. It's like your first voiceover or YouTube video and you can't even think of the words. But every other time you're just explaining it so briefly. So as you see, of course, I'm on the other eye. And I didn't speed this up just because it was a short process. I'm going to start lining the top of my brows as well, since we're going to spread out the concealer and foundation and all that anyways. And I'm apologize for the lighting. It keeps going in and out. It was like partly cloudy yesterday, so I do apologize for that. Alright, so now I'm lining out the outside of it, making it look nice and sharp. And then I'm going to get the brush and kind of blend more the inner corners of my brows. It just blends it in so it looks more natural. And then I touch it up with the pencil again, but a little bit more pressure, and I'm giving it the hair strokes. Now I'm going to grab my concealer brush, and I'm going to go ahead and use the concealer and just put it all over the eyelid very quickly. Besides the fact that Barbie looks dead behind me. I apologize for anything you see around. I do have a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old baby, and they're both girls. Now I'm using my fingers, and with the warmth, it'll actually spread it in a little bit more and blend it in a little bit more, I meant. And that way it will be like a smooth surface for the eyeshadow. Now I'm grabbing this nude palette from the LA Colors. These are amazing. Like, my fiance got them for me, and they're very pigmented, real soft shadows. And they have the rose palette, a glam palette, which are like blacks and silvers, and then the nude palettes. And then I'm gonna grab a more of a fluffy blending brush because I'm really just not doing too much of an eyeshadow look. I just want to accentuate the eyes a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and start packing this on my eyelid, and then you'll see me start blending it outwards with a upward motion, so that way it kind of opens up my eyes a little bit more. As you can tell, I have small eyes. All right, so this part coming up is my favorite because I see a lot of people who ignore this part. And being a makeup artist, this is very important. I'm actually cleaning up my area with my same concealer brush. Whatever concealer is left on that brush is what I'm using to clean up, so it looks neater. Especially with other looks you guys will see me do, I'm constantly going back and cleaning it up. Sometimes with a regular, like, clean brush with nothing on it, or with my concealer brush. Then there, I just grabbed my brush again, my fluffy brush, and I just blended it out just a little bit more. Just so the concealer doesn't give it that super sharp line. Because, like I said, I want a natural look. I mean, what's natural with eyeshadow on your face? But I like to be a little extra, and you would notice that about me with everything. All right, so I'm gonna grab this taupe color. Really, I'm just gonna go over the eyeshadow just to make it a little bit more of a brown looking color. Yeah, it's kind of like if you're a mixologist with eyeshadows when you really start getting into your looks, because depending on the colors, like the primary colors and all that, you achieve certain colors and certain blends and certain looks. But we'll get more into that in the future, if you guys like, of course. I hope I'm not boring you. Oh, and here I'm using my Sigma brush. I'm sorry. I think it's like the E40 or something like that. E40. I'm gonna laugh if I'm lying about E40. Okay, so it is E40. I don't know why I'm thinking of that rapper E40. That's so funny. Anyways, this is actually really fun. Voiceovers are awesome. But don't worry, you guys will see me speak. So I'm touching up my brows again because I'm such a perfectionist at times. It drives me crazy. So now I'm gonna grab this, like, it's like a blackish gray. I don't even know, to be honest. But I like the fox eye look. So like I said, here I go being extra. I'm gonna do a really light line. Not too crazy because I'm gonna blend it out just a little bit. It's just when I put mascara on, it's gonna, like I said, open up my eyes more. So I'm gonna do it on the outer corner of my eye and then the inner corner of my eye, kind of giving it that cat eye look. Now this is an option. You don't have to do this, of course. Whatever you'll like to do for your liking. I just fell in love with this look lately. It gives me such an exotic Latina look. All right, let's speed up this other eye before you guys leave me and like, this girl's so boring. Like I said, in time, we'll get better at this. Right? Are you guys with me? It's okay if you're not. There are some ride or dies, not all of them are like that. I am one of those though. Girl, I got your back to the end. All right, so we're finally blending out that liner. Like I said, it's okay if it goes a little too extreme. Just clean it up. It's not an issue at all. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit my inner corners. And you kind of, this is tricky. Like at first doing this, it was not working out for me. Actually a couple months ago, and I'm like, how do they get it so perfect? But you really just have to follow a little bit above the line. I don't know how to, pretty much like you make above the line a little bit thicker, because if not, it just looks bad. It looks like there's like an angle in your eye. It's so weird. But yeah, so you kind of have to just thicken it up a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this. All right, so here I'm not gonna go through the whole like bottom lash line, because I'm actually gonna put more of a nude color. So you see how my eyes look already, and it's the same thing with the bottom. You have to make it a little thicker. So now I'm gonna go ahead with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Oh my gosh, I recently got this in the mail from Influencer. And this is like, wow. Like honestly, I would spend the $25 on this mascara. One, because it's probably gonna last me forever, because you don't even need to use too much. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed through this process. I can also do a review on this if you guys like. So I can explain more why I'm in love with this mascara, because I am an eyelash girl. I rock lashes even on my most quick makeup look, have to throw something on even in the morning for a doctor's appointment. I still put lashes on. So this one just changed my life. This mascara changed my life. So now we're gonna do the face. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna do the face. We're gonna go ahead with the Wet n Wild, I think it's Photo Ready Matte Primer. I'm not too crazy with this primer, to be honest, but for right now it's what I got, and it does what I needed to do, which is protect my face from makeup. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna take that as the primer instead of it holding my makeup all day long, because of course it's the makeup product as well that you use that holds it all day long. But we're gonna speed through this process. After I blend it in with my hands, I kind of pat it down. All right, beauties, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the concealer again. I'm trying to show you guys, but like I said, the lighting is playing games with me. And we're gonna make sure I pat a little bit down, because this actually gives it a lot, and I don't like to pack too much on. I don't like that cake looking face. But if you see, all the places I put it is to lift my face up. All right, before we get any further, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, a lot of it got cut off. I don't know what happened, but it's my first video, and I've tried to record and edit so many videos for you guys. But all those products right there is what I use for my face, and then I grabbed a sponge and I blended it all out with foundation. So it gave it more of that blending look. I'll just do a separate video for you guys of how I do my face, contour my face and all that, so you guys can see how I do it. I'm so sorry about this, but it's my first video, so yeah. So here I'm applying the highlighter that's on that palette, and I'm putting it on my cheekbones, above my lips, so it could bring my upper lip look a little bit more bigger, since my bottom lip is huge. Yes, girl, natural, huge. And then my inner eye corners as well. Oh, and I'm sorry if I jump around a lot, but yeah, I did use foundation, a darker foundation, to contour my face. I've been loving that look because it blends in great with regular foundation. But here's the finished look. I hope everyone loves it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy talk over or whatever it's called, voiceover. And I love you all and thank you all for your support. See you guys later.